All right, everybody, I'm your host, Sam Pasco, and now I'm joined by top prospect in the Giant system, Will Wilson. Will, you were a freshman All-American, preseason All-American. You got so many accolades, I can't even name them all. But I want to first start at the beginning of your career in college, NC State, where you seemingly got better each year after being undrafted out of high school. What allowed you to be so great at NC State for those three amazing years?
Yeah, so I mean, at NC State, they kind of give you a little bit of freeway to do what you want to, but they also are really good at honing in on things that you're good at doing and trying to make you better at things that you aren't so good at doing. So I think the Chris Hart and Elliot Avent really helped me hone into my ability, but they also gave me the freeway to become my type of player, become who I want to be. So they did a really good job with that. And getting in the weight room, being in a structured environment where it was baseball all around you all the time, and great players, great coaches. I think that really helped me step up my game the way that I needed to.
And then how early in your time at NC State did you have an idea that you could be drafted as high as the first round? Because you end up being drafted in the 15th overall spot by the Angels in 2019. How early did you kind of feel out that you could, maybe be one of the best players in your entire class?
Yeah, so I mean, I think after my senior year in high school, I had a really good senior year, and I kind of was disappointed I didn't even get picked at all. I really wanted to at least hear my name be called. I didn't get that pick, so it kind of fueled my fire my freshman year going in. I played every game my freshman year, and then kind of took it up a notch my sophomore year. And I think I when I got into the off season, my after my freshman year, I stayed the summer at NC State and worked out and just tried to work on my development, my body, my speed, my game, and everything. I think that was the step that I took, and I finally realized my sophomore year that hey, this could be a career for me, and I could make a real good life doing it.
So what was your first year like after you get your name called by Commissioner Manfred, 15th overall? What's it been like your first year in rookie ball and, playing professional baseball for the first time?
It's obviously different than college. You go out, and it's more of a not individual based, but it's not so much win based. People are trying to develop each other. Like the coaches try to develop, and everybody's there for development. And in college, you're there to win. Yes, in the fall you want to develop, but when you play in the spring, you're trying to win. And in minor league ball, you want to win, but you also want to develop to become a good player. And I think that was a big difference for me. But just getting out there and playing professional baseball, I think was awesome, and it was good to get your feet wet a little bit. And then coming in with COVID and everything going on, it was kind of a downer because you're getting ready to go play your first full season, and that's a big jump from short season. So I was looking forward to that, but obviously we're in a crazy time right now.
Yes, I definitely do want to talk about that. But actually, this offseason, you had a pretty big organization transfer. The Angels trade you to the Giants, and the Giants, that's really more of a deal. They just basically bought your contract. You trade with Zach Cozart for basically $12.7 million, and they just acquired your contract. What was that organization shift like this past offseason, transferring you to entirely new, different group of developmental coaches and teams?
Yeah, I mean, I think you get comfortable somewhere, and I was only there for a short period of time with the Angels, but you get comfortable and you get to know everybody. It's kind of tough making the jump, but the Giants made it really easy coming into a January camp with all the minor league guys and getting to meet all the coaches and players. I think they made that transition for me really, really easy, which I appreciate. But yeah, I got traded in December, got married actually 3 days after I got traded, so it's kind of a crazy little week there. And coming to the Giants in spring training, we only got a couple weeks in, but it was nice to finally get to see everybody there. And then we're obviously out here, and they've done a great job with me, just making me feel comfortable. And obviously with the trade, I didn't really know how it went down in the beginning, but once I got to know more about it, when a trade like that happens, it makes you feel wanted, like they want you from that team. So it's really
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah, it's great. Congratulations on your marriage there.
I appreciate
And
that.
transitioning now into playing with the Giants now under these crazy times. What's it been like summer camp out there? Empty Oracle Park. It's spring training, but you're in a pro stadium doing scrimmage, modified BP. What's that whole experience been like with no fans in stands?
Yeah, so this is my first time actually out here in San Francisco at Oracle Park, which is crazy to see it so empty and bare, which is not how it usually is, to say the least. But we get out there and it's fun. They have music playing, they have crowd noise in the background, so they kind of are simulating that aspect of it. But it's obviously different not having a lot of people around, and there's precautionary measures we have to take. That I mean, you take them for the right reasons. You don't want anything to happen to anybody or anybody's family or anything. So you have to make sure that you're following those things to keep everyone safe. But I mean, it's awesome to get out here and finally be playing baseball. And for me, this is a jump ahead for me, and hopefully I can make some waves and have a good training session here and go to Sacramento and make some waves there and hopefully hear my name at some point this year, if not next year, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a great opportunity being in front of the pro coaches and the pro scouts there with the Giants. And a lot of people have been talking about the restrictions there, being with everyone. There are certain mask regulations. I wanted to ask about the equipment. I wanted you to show some bats and cleats, but you said they're not letting you take that stuff home. What's that like? Can you not, oil up a glove at home or do some pine tar on your bat or tape it up? What's that like?
I think you can take it home. It's just when we leave the lot, when we have certain time frames we can be at the field, and when we go in for our slot, when we leave, we can't come back just because they want to have certain people at the field at certain times, and they want to make sure it's not all bunched up together. So I think if you know ahead of time, you can kind of take something back, but you have to be careful about bringing things back inside. You have to
Mhm.
make sure where it's been, who it's been around. So that aspect, it's a little different. So.
Yeah, and one really cool aspect with the Giants is the NC State Wolfpack. You back together a little bit at Oracle Park. Pat Bailey drafted just 2 spots above you. I don't know if there's any little camaraderie, a little joking on about that.
No,
But what's it
no.
like playing with the guys at the pro level at Oracle Park?
Dude, it's awesome having him out here. Me and him got really close my sophomore year, and having him out here, it's been awesome. I mean, he's found his way around here really easily. He's fit in great, so I think it's a good fit for the Giants. But I mean, for me personally, having a guy that I was so close with at school and that I was with there for 2 years and getting him out here, it's been phenomenal. It's been awesome. We get to do everything, play video games, hang out together. It's been really cool.
Or do you have a favorite video game that you like to play with him? What's your go-to game?
It used to be Fortnite, like me and you were talking about earlier, but that's not really my thing. We play Call of Duty a little bit right now, which is
Ah.
the Warzone. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm not great by any means, but it's something to do, kill some time.
No, I saw that clip of you being drafted, saying Fortnite was your go-to. So I was thinking,
Yeah,
maybe they tune in that Travis Scott concert in there, and now you're switching to Call of Duty. I like
yeah, yeah, awesome.
making the jump to the big leagues there with the shooter. But staying along the same lines, personally, just getting people to know you, telling your story. What's your go-to on Netflix? Are you a streaming guy, an Office, and maybe a little Outer Banks now? That's been popular. What have you been watching?
So I mean, The Office is one of my favorite shows. I've watched it 3 or 4 times over, so it's something to do on bus rides, plane rides, download it, watch it. But right now I'm actually watching. I watched this thing called Roswell, New Mexico. It's kind of a sci-fi show. It's pretty good. Give it a try. I like it, but I watched Outer Banks. It was good. Not my favorite, but it was a good show. So I like comedy, action, stuff like that.
And you're a Netflix guy, because there's a lot out there: Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max. You're primarily Netflix.
Primarily Netflix. Me and my wife have Hulu. She likes to watch some shows on there, so we have it more for her. I don't really watch it much.
Nice, nice. And then
Yeah.
everyone loves a good hamburger, and we got In-N-Out out here, California. What are you a fan of Shake Shack? Shake Shack, In-N-Out, Five Guys. What's your go-to burger?
So back home in North Carolina, we have Five Guys. I love Five Guys. Their fry, it's hard to beat that. Fries and their burgers are
Mhm.
phenomenal. But I mean, In-N-Out, it's good. I like Shake Shack a little bit better than In-N-Out, I'd have to say. Yeah.
Like, have you had any here now in San Francisco? What have you been eating so far in this like quasi quarantine zone?
I've been door dashing a lot actually.
Uh,
So I've gotten some pizza, some sushi, a little bit of everything, honestly, trying to expand so I don't get tired of one thing.
Nice, you're making me hungry. That's pretty good options there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just wrapping up here, uh, superheroes. I saw in that clip. I don't know if that's changed now. Are you still a superhero guy? Tony Stark, Captain America. What are you a Marvel guy?
I'm a Marvel guy. I love the Avengers. I think it's sick to just watch. I don't know. It's just something about the aspect of watching those movies or playing a video game or something like that that I love. So
Favorite character? Don't even think about it. Who is your favorite in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Iron Man, 100%,
Easily, easily.
easily, 100%.
He's the OG. He started it all,
Yeah.
and we'll see if he comes back. Will, thank you for taking the time. Really appreciate it. Little athlete interviews here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it.